Yo, what's up everyone? My name's Tyron, and today we're going to be doing episode 3 of Bar by Bar Breakdown, which is just my little series I've got here on YouTube, which is just my own little rip-off of the fucking genius shit that you see, like the little interviews and lyric breakdowns that you see. It's my own rip-off little version of that, obviously less professional and just here from my fucking house. So today you might notice that the camera quality is a little bit better because I've got myself a new phone and I've hooked it up to my laptop as my webcam instead of just using the built-in one on my laptop. So yeah, hopefully that makes the video quality a little bit better. If you've seen the previous episodes, you know that it was pretty shitty. So that's besides the point though. Today we're going to be breaking down my latest track, Wonder Freestyle, which is out now on all streaming platforms. So if you want to give that shit a listen, just hop down on the link in the description. I'll have it there and you can just click that shit, give it a listen, and then come back here and get an understanding of all the lyrics and the bars and the wordplay that you hear in the track. So yeah, the story behind Wonder Freestyle, if you haven't heard it yet, I've told it across a couple of different social media platforms so far, but if you haven't heard the story behind Wonder Freestyle, basically it started off as a verse that I wrote and recorded to Ep.3 by Outkast, and it's one of my favourite tracks by them, on my favourite album by them. You can see I'm rocking the Stank On Your shirt today. I've got the Ep.3 shirt, but not wearing that one today. So yeah, I had the verse written and recorded to Ep.3. I was like, yeah, this is a dope remix. I was going to put it out as a Remix Wednesdays, another series I've got here. And I tried to upload it and it got copyrighted. So I couldn't upload it on literally any platform, which is the first time that's happened to me with any of my remixes. So I was like, oh shit, like I had this verse that I was really happy with, lots of bars. I was really happy with my delivery and confidence on the mic when I recorded it. And I was like, fuck, what am I going to do? I can't get this shit out. And then I just thought, well, I'm just going to reverse engineer this shit and I'll make the beat around the pre-recorded verse I've already got, because I've already got a dope verse there. And so that's exactly what I did, and I made the beat for Wonder Freestyle. And yeah, that was it. And the song really is basically, there's no real certain thing that it's about. It's just me trying to give a real good technical rap performance and spit a lot of bars and a lot of wordplay and shit, because that's what I try and do with my remixes. I just try and fit as many bars and like punchlines and shit as I can into this little minute section of a verse. And yeah, that's exactly what I did here. And I thought, yeah, let's just put this out as like a freestyle type track that'll be available everywhere, and people can just sort of go to it and see my sort of lyrical abilities whenever they want. Enough talking about this shit. Let's just get straight into breaking down the actual individual bars and wordplay that you hear in the track.
My mind is filled with wonder and it tends to wander through the universe whenever my head is under covers. Depth in slumbers never end and suffer soon as I wake, so I just take the cookies and I bake it then recover.
Yeah, so right off the bat I try and start the track off with some cool wordplay and bars and shit. So the very first line, I use the two different meanings for wonder. So there's like wonder with an O and wonder with an A. So I say my mind is filled with wonder, like it's filled with all these dreams and all these weird thoughts and shit, and it tends to wander. So like it tends to just wander off, and just I'll be here, my mind will be across the other side of the fucking galaxy or some shit like that, you know what I mean? So yeah, my mind is filled with wonder and it tends to wander through the universe whenever my head is under covers. Depth in slumbers never ending. So yeah, so my mind tends to wander through the universe when my head is under covers, meaning it's like when I'm asleep. My dreams, like, yeah, my mind is wandering through the universe during my dreams. And so that's why I say depth and slumbers never ending, because like the universe is never ending, like there's no end to that shit. So yeah, because my mind is wandering through the universe, the depth in slumber, the depth in sleep is never ending. And then so yeah, never ending, suffer soon as I wake. So like, yeah, it's like the moment you wake up, you snapped out of that dream and now it's back to reality. So like you got to suffer through the reality and shit. So yeah, never end and suffer soon as I wake. So I just take the cookies and I bake it then recover. So that's a nice little bar there. So like when I'm saying cookies, I'm referring to Girl Scout cookies, the strain of weed. So yeah, I get the cookies and I bake that shit, get high, and then recover because I'm not in reality anymore. So yeah, and because you also bake actual cookies, like as in cookies the biscuit, you bake them in the oven. So yeah, I just take the cookies and I bake it, then recover.
Damn, I'm really about to spend another day with Mary Jane, but I ain't Peter Parker. You catch me on the web though, being fly and chief and ganja, leading all the people proper and speaking love. I might need some water. I'm really steaming all of the prima donnas, trying to be eating lobster.
Yeah, so I love this section here. I love this bar. So yeah, damn, I'm really about to spend another day with Mary Jane, but I'm like Peter Parker. I feel like that's a pretty self-explanatory wordplay bar there, but like if you don't know, like in Spider-Man, Peter Parker's girlfriend is Mary Jane, but people also call weed Mary Jane, so that's what I'm referring to. Yeah, I'm spending another day with Mary Jane as in weed, because I just mentioned that I'm starting my day by getting high. So yeah, I'm about to spend another day with Mary Jane, but I ain't Peter Parker. You'll catch me on the web though. It just gets better and better. So obviously Peter Parker, when he's Spider-Man, like swings off his webs and shit. So you'll catch me on the web though. I'm talking about like the internet though. So like people call the internet the web. You'll catch me on the web though, being fly. So being fly, spiders catch flies in their webs, but I'm being fly. Like I'm being dope. Being fly and chief and ganja. So yeah, being fly and smoking weed on the internet and shit, that's what I'm doing. Leading older. So yeah, and it just keeps continuing with the wordplay and shit. Each word, like I go to the next one, refers back to the one before it, if you know what I mean. Like, so yeah, leading older. So like chief and ganja. So like a chief is obviously like a leader of a tribe or a group, or like like police chief or whatever the fuck. Fuck police chief though. Yeah, so they're obviously like the leader of their group. So like yeah, leading older, people proper, and yeah, speaking lava, because obviously I'm spitting fire bars. That's pretty self-explanatory. Speaking lava, might need some water because obviously my breath's just too hot. I'm spitting too much fire. I might need some water. And then I also continue on from that, because when you put heat and water together, it if you know your shit, I mean, I think it's pretty, most people know it, but like it creates steam. So then I say I'm really steaming all of the prima donnas. I'm trying to be eating lobster, and you steam lobster as well. So that is like, I don't think I've ever had lobster in my life, but yeah, I just know that people steam the shit.
Instead of fast food, so I scheme for dollars, but all my plots get stopped like they got it by equal dollar. Need to go harder so I can get back on track and train to run the game. They don't have the soul to fill my shoes, so I step on the haters. They know something's afoot because I'm ruling shit. Don't need a 30 on my hip, I've got a different type of tool. This is to straighten shit out and deal with foolishness. They see I'm schooling shit like tuna fish. Remind me of these pussies' genitalia. They reeking of the scent of failure. Can smell that centimeter away.
Yeah, so this is a cool little section here too. So so I'm trying to be eating lobster instead of fast food, so I scheme for dollars. But all my plots get stopped like they guarded by Iguodala. And so if you know your NBA and shit, you're gonna know who Andre Iguodala is. The main thing I was thinking of when I wrote this bar was when he was at Golden State, and it was that final series, and he's really famous. He locked down LeBron really well that final series. So that's what I'm sort of thinking of with that. Like all my plots get stopped like they guarded by Iguodala. Like something just keeps stopping me, you know what I mean? Yeah, so then I need to go harder so I can get back on track and train. I love that bit. So the main meaning of it is just I can get myself back on track and train myself to get better. But then there's also like I can get back on track, like running track and, train obviously. And then also I can get back on track and train. So, like a train track, there's like word plays there, can get back on track and train. And then I say to run the game, so like going back to like the running track thing, like I can get back on track and train to run, the game. And then I keep going with like the running sort of wordplay, and I say they don't have the soul to fill my shoes. So obviously like the shoes have a soul, and I'm saying they don't have like the soul, they don't have the heart to fill my shoes. So I step on the haters, and it's just wordplay all through this shit. So everything sort of relates back to the last thing, and then it goes into my favorite section of the song here, my favorite bars. So yeah, this is a really cool this part. I don't know how many people would have caught this from the start, but I'm excited to explain this shit. So they know something's afoot because I'm ruling shit. So you know, like your standard ruler that you get in school and shit is a foot long. So it's 12 inches. It's 30 centimeters. So yeah, it's 1 foot long. A ruler that you get at school. So they know something's afoot because I'm ruling shit. Don't need a 30 on my hip. So yeah, this it just keeps getting better, man. Because the ruler is 30 centimeters. Don't need a 30 on my hip. I've got a different type of tool. This is to straighten shit out like a ruler, because you do a straight line and deal with foolishness. They see I'm schooling shit like tuna fish. So deal with foolishness, you know what I mean? Like school is obviously designed to make people smarter and shit. So yeah, so they see I'm schooling shit because I'm trying to deal with foolishness, get rid of it, make people smarter and shit. Yeah, they say I'm schooling shit like tuna fish. And so if you don't know, a group of fish is called a school. It's called a school of fish. So they say I'm schooling shit like tuna fish, like a school of tuna fish. There's a lot of them. Remind me of these pussies' genitalia. And basically I'm just saying these other rappers, they have vaginas and they smell they smell like fish, bro. They've got these other rappers are so they got fishy pussies and they smell like shit. And then yeah, I say they reek into the scent of failure. Can smell that centimeter away. Oh yeah, shit. So that scent. So I'm saying you can smell that centimeter away. So you can smell these motherfuckers like they're fishy pussies from a meter away from them. You can smell that shit. But I'm also saying centimeter. So like back to like the ruler shit, so like 30 centimeters, like centimeter away. And yeah, that part is my favorite part. One of my favorite like wordplay parts of any of my tracks I put out so far. Yeah, just all the ruler bars.
They descend to knees and then pray to reverence preachers and say, keep death and demons away, cause Tyron's on the mic and I heard homies eating today. Please don't let him treat me as prey.
The end part is very self-explanatory. It's just me trying to tie everything together and like with the just big boastful ending and just say like all these rappers are just scared as fuck because I'm coming into the game just spitting all these bars. So yeah, they're descending to knees and praying to reverence and preachers and trying to keep the bad shit away from them because I'm coming for them. I just wanted to finish the track off on a real like hungry boastful, like powerful note and just tell people like I'm here to do this shit and I'm not fucking playing. Like I'm not just doing this shit as a little hobby or some shit. Like I'm coming for the fucking top. So be ready. So yeah, that's the whole track broken down. That's all the bars and the wordplay explained. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got a better understanding of the track and you caught some bars that maybe you didn't on the first listen. So yeah, like I said, if you want to listen to the track and add it to your playlists and just bump it whenever you want, just hop down, link in the description. You can give it a listen. Yeah, if you like this video and you want to see some more content from me, I'm going to be trying to stay consistent here on YouTube. Yeah, just make sure to hit the subscribe, hit the little notification bell and shit. Like the video if you enjoyed it and found it entertaining and shit. And yeah, appreciate you guys. Peace.
My mind is filled with wonder and it tends to wander through the universe whenever my head is under covers. Depth in slumbers never end and suffer soon as I wake, so I just take the cookies and I bake it then recover. Damn, I'm really about to spend